Hello, it's me, Anya Devine here. Look, I want to go around and say hello to you now, so Okay. Hi, this is part 2 of this kind of a bit nuts still life setup here based on that jug behind me and some wildflowers and the one single bright gerbera in the middle. I hope you can see alright, it's a bit bleached out with the light. But I'll maybe just focus you on the picture. And this is supposed to be final touches now, so hopefully it'll just be, 5-10 minutes. We'll see. Alright, so I've enjoyed so far playing about with the sap green, just putting it on with my fingertips, the acrylic. And then I put down some collage for the jug, and I've torn away the handle of the collage to explain the inside of the jug handle. I'm just going to clean that a little bit there again. Some water and clean paper towel. Okay, what would I do next now, I wonder? I think I'll get some white acrylic paint next, and I'll use it to find use it to find the edge of the jug in places. A little bit more clarity out here I think would be quite good. And even that little bit there, where the handle meets the rest of the jug. And then maybe here and there I could use the white to read as the back the backlit light coming in, and just outline something of the shape of the Montbretia flowers there. I think I put pressure on myself there when I turned off the video after 20 minutes, and I decided I was going to do a shorter one that would be for use on Instagram. I still have some sort of feeling around Instagram that I have to do something important for that. I don't know what that's about. But if you're watching on Instagram, thanks. I mean, maybe it won't even work on there because I don't think I can manage. Sometimes I've not managed to post the videos on there. I don't know why exactly. Anyway, back to the drawing board here, literally. I'm going to put some glue on this leaf and inject it again there somewhere. And then there's another one of those leaves that I think will work to stick down in front of the jug there. Oh yeah, I'm getting excited again about it now. Kind of lost my way. Sometimes you get out of the way of it in between videos, like trying to set up the video and everything, and it takes me a little while to find what was exciting to me again. And I remembered I wanted to first do this leaf extending below the jug, and then also that what I found exciting was the berries of the rowan tree that I picked yesterday. So I'm going to put a background dark on for that. This is just blue ink. It's fine when I've got it flat. I like to use the ink because when it's up vertically, like I normally paint on the easel, this is alcohol ink, no Caribbean blue. What I was going to say is when it's up vertically, I can't really use the ink so well because it just all runs straight away down the page. It used to be that's okay for watercolour. Somehow it goes a little bit slower and I can direct it, but ink just pulls the pigment straight down, and that's not what I wanted here. So I've got a flat surface. Alright, so we've got some of that dark ink. I'm going to go for a slightly dark green. I've got my stuff all around me here. Oh dearie me, there it is. And even better, actually, I've got some hooker's green and some ultramarine blue. So those two things will give me some darks. That's the hooker's green there. And then the ultramarine blue You know that article I was talking about in the last episode? Episode 2. The article I was talking about, I actually haven't finished it, and it needs to be finished today, so I'm going to do that. My idea here was, because I'm doing my habit stacking thing, I didn't want to miss out on my painting, my daily painting. So the habit stacking is yoga, meditation, paint. That's my thing, one thing after another. So as I was before doing my yoga, like, I set up this a little bit in order that I would, after doing the meditation, then that I could just straight away launch into painting. I need another extension there. That leaf is going to extend over there and launch into painting straight away after the meditation, yeah. And I thought, look, Anya, you can just do something in a few minutes, just to keep that the habit stacking thing intact. I'm going to lift off some of this paint. It's too thick, too much paint. Don't need all that paint, especially for the darks. I find it more useful to use thinner paint to describe dark areas. And here's a brush. My goodness, feels quite almost out of place using a brush. Too contrived about that. My goodness, there's a lot of white paint on here. Okay, what was I going to do there now? Yeah, I was going to adjust that a little bit. Okay, and I think I better print off this a touch before putting on my reds for the berries. I don't want them being adulterated by the blue underneath, although the first layer of the berries can be darker. Will I use this now? This is kind of pinky red ink. No, I think that would be great actually for the final touch on the berries. So first I'll put on something that's a bit more subdued, a darker red. What's here now? Maybe I've got some extra pastels that I didn't know about. Or maybe there's nothing in there. Oh, they aren't just chalk pastels. You never know, they might come in handy. What was I doing now? Do you know, maybe I'll just use a dark red oil pastel for the berries. Yeah, and I could always put something on top of the dark red, like a green or something, in order to make them even less bright again. Well, let's establish a few of them. These are the rowan berries. I should really be half closing my eyes a lot more than I am, in order to identify the darks and lights more easily. Look, I've just lifted off some more of that. I can put in a dollop of ink in there, and any bits that come off I can just put some ink in. Might be kind of nice. Okay. And this was a darker colour then that I might use in between for the leaves underneath and whatever, just to provide a darker foil again, even for the dark parts of the berries. I think they're still brighter than mostly the leaves around them. I don't know what colour this is. It looks more like black, doesn't it? Right, I'm into 9 minutes now, so I need to get my skids under me. Oh, tore that off totally. Don't know, is it even needed really? That is, yeah. There's something needed there anyway. I think maybe what I could use there is the orange, that bright orange paper that I had earlier. That's nice bright orange. But no, what I was looking for was the painted paper. The brightly painted fluorescent orange paper. I think this will do. This will do. A bit more glue on there now. Okay, not quite that much glue. Okay. And then some of that bright rowan berry colour in the ink. And now the gerbera could be given a bit more brightness too. And actually, I think I might use some of that dark oil pastel for the centre of it. There we are. And I could also use some orange oil pastel, which I think isn't quite as bright as the ink, to provide a mid-tone for some of those leaves before I put on the ink, or maybe the fluorescent acrylic paint is what I'll use there. Fluorescent orange. I suppose really now I could do with some sort of surface for the whole thing to sit on. Maybe this black ink will work to make some sense of parts of it as well, you know, just to bring things together a little bit more. And to describe some of the leaves. Just here and there. I think I was maybe going to put a collage leaf over the top of that there to describe the leaf that sits in front of the gerbera. But it doesn't seem to be necessary really. And I think about it, you know, a green ink might have been a nicer one to use there instead of the black. I could put the green alcohol ink onto the black and see what happens in places. Okay, now yes, the last thing. I've only got 1 minute if I do want to post this to Instagram, for goodness sake. The last thing I'm going to do is put on something for the ground. What will I put on the ground? See, what I want to use is Payne's Grey, but sure I need a bit of a system here, don't I, guys? I think I had thought I wouldn't use much paint, you see. I thought I was going to just use the collage and a touch of ink and that'll be it. But it turns out I am using the paint. But I haven't got it to hand there now, so I need to use something else for the surface. This is close enough. I wanted a Payne's Grey colour, and I think this will work. In the last minute. I kind of like that it curves around there. Just leave that bit there anyway. I could put that bit there. Oh, I think it's maybe time to go. Yes, it is. Thanks very much for joining me. Bye.